questions? Concerns? Okay. You're on.
Here's the next contestant.
Come on down.
Well-
The price is right.
Hi, my name is Tom Smith. I'm out of Los Angeles. I've been here about 12 years. Love it out here. I own the bar, Smitty's right there, so I'm pretty much familiar with how people respond to each other. And I know you guys just like listen to whatever issues people have with each other. It's what, they can say one thing and then by the time it gets around the other planets, yeah. My thing, I look for the best for people. I know how to look for the best for people. I know how to look for the best in a business. I've been around many, very, however, it's an organizational skill. And that's a chief thing that you did. But as far as being in the dark, it seems like that's pretty much where we are. Because we have to put a lot of stuff on the table and start looking at it. I'm becoming quite familiar with where I am. And I'll tell you what, we could like you're digging out of a hole. And I know it's a great responsibility. I mean, even the bills are just to keep a monster clerk that really knew what they were doing. But the big thing is to have people want to come to this little town. The beauty in it is a little town. And so no one's looking at it until you put it on Facebook. And I would sue Facebook for even assuming responsibility for any of this. I would be very angry with you. It might just go down. That they should never have had access to something, but they don't know the out. I'm the pedophile that they were talking about. Want to open a case? Because yeah, that's right. Because it might be a record, but the whole thing they're trying to mess with me. It came down to lewd behavior. Why? Because they had to tag something on me. You're familiar with that. You've been. That's why we're friends in prison, right there. Prisoners, a lot of lawyers and businessmen at prison, and I just hope they learned their lesson. And as far as what that was, it was I guys go, wow. If we see a problem, I want us to know that, hey, you guys are friendly people and you can get along, and you have to all of a sudden assume and get along. And you have to look at things different ways. I'll go there. But I'll tell you what, to have you want people to come to this town. You can't be putting stuff on Facebook or however that works. I'm sorry. Why? That is a magnet for people that we don't want here. Because if someone's stupid enough to do that, I'm going to ask that person, what are you hiding that you would throw that? He who cries the most has something to do with what they're talking about. When you're pointing a finger, you got 3 fingers pointing at yourself. We're starting to look at it. I know you guys are starting to wake up to it. I commend you. And I love this because, we're starting to look at the bills, the whole thing. Yeah, there's a beauty in that. And we can crawl out of a hole. I'll tell you what, you guys are sitting on a gold mine if you look at it right. Why? Because no one will look at it. I'm the IRS. And they'll want to help you get out of any of this stuff. Why? Because that's what they're there for. I don't know what Hollywood or Florida said about it. That's all I want to say. Commend you guys. But we have to start just getting along. It was easier. We had fun in the bar till someone show up, and then they have to learn how to be funny because we didn't put up with that. Remember that?
Yeah.
You could do that. As far as this town goes, I could go around this town in a half hour and knock on every door in here and make friends with everybody in this town. They're all good people. People want good things. We are being, as far as Hollywood goes, we're being messed with a lot of bad things. And in the name of Jesus, I hope we get our life together because that's what we have to start thinking. They got us on some weird fantasies about who knows what. And we have to see the difference of decent things. We can do it. Yeah, but love you dearly. That's all I have to say. I know I have faith in it. Big faith and knowledge about it. And I'm gonna try. I'm just used to it because Gary said no. Tom has stuff to say, but the problem is he just wants it right now. We'll do it. Thank you.